Alexi is ahead. He's got Pringle in front. Alexi takes it strong to the cup.
Here in the inside, Stanley Pringle.
Oh, nice pirouette off the glass, off the crossover.
What a block from Jared in the middle and goal!
Oh, big block. Tough matchup to work with. Gets the basket. Take the shot. Boom!
It's up Kabagot.
Forward ahead to RR. Bang! Bang!
We're inside the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Second game ng ating PBA Wednesday. Doubleheader dito sa ESPN 5. And the Warriors getting ready to mix it up on the basketball court. Globalport, Batang Pierre, Stanley Pringle, Sean Anthony, the Neon Nation. Handang makipagbakbakan sa San Miguel Beermen, Arwin Santos, and Chris Ross, the rest of the Beermen, defending champion po 3 times over dito sa Philippine Cup. And so far, still unscathed here in this conference, itong San Miguel Beermen. Ito namang Globalport, 2 wins in a row after 2 early losses. Dr. J, should be a fun matchup between these two teams.
Yeah, you know, obviously it's been a very cold day, if you notice, no? But we expect it to be a little bit hot dito sa loob ng Coliseum. Obviously, San Miguel, the hottest team right now, undefeated, continuously performing the way they are expected. Pero yung Globalport, despite the absence of Terence Romeo, they've been able to bounce back with 2 good victories, and the last one was real big for them because siguro marami nagsasabi na baka hindi ganun ilaro nila sa Blackwater, and they just really, you know, outplayed them the whole game. And right now they have an opportunity, if they can win this one, to go up to a tie for 3rd place. Yun ang hinahanap nila.
So you see those, nakita natin yung standings, top of the heap itong San Miguel Beer. Sa may gitna itong Globalport, but just a couple of games separating them, and then it's actually bunched up there in the middle. So medyo maaga pa sa ating conference so far, but a great performance last time out mula dito sa mga Batang Pierre against the Blackwater Elite. It was neon domination at the Cuneta last week dahil itong Globalport was shooting the lights out mula sa 3-point area. Sean Anthony set the tone. Sumabay pa yung mga big men, di ba? Nakatres si Taha, nakatres pa ito si Kelly Nabong. And they really just ran away with that victory.
Yeah, I thought the game of Anthony really started it for them. I thought that was not the best shooting game of Stanley Pringle, but he did get a lot of good support galing katulad niya. Si Taha, I remember 2 3-point shots. Si Kelly Nabong, si Taha had 1 3-point shot. So when all of those are falling, madali talagang manalo. Tsaka medyo nagagamit na nila yung mga ibang rookies nila dahan-dahan o yung mga bagong pasok sa kanila at nakakatulong na sa kapunan nila.
Yung San Miguel naman, medyo nahirapan sa kanilang huling laban against the NLEX Road Warriors. They have not lost, pero NLEX was forcing them. It was, you know, the game was pretty close. There was a lot of encounters sa laban na yan. Natapos ng 4th quarter, doon na lang nag-breakaway yung San Miguel bago natapos ang laro.
Well, a lot of, you won't say bad blood, you know, but because of the intensity of the ball game, but that one wasn't good. You know, obviously, hindi kailangan yun. So anyway, maganda yung pagkaawat ni referee Peter Balaw, but eventually naayos na yan. But San Miguel still, whatever you say, they went on to win by 11 points.
That's right. Lead changes 24, deadlock 7. So talagang ganun kadikit ang laban ng San Miguel saka NLEX, no? That last time out. So we'll turn you over first to court si Carla Lizardo, ang ating kasama dyan. Carla.
San Miguel Beer will be playing without Alex Sabugnot here today. After the last game, he was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis sa kanyang kaliwang paa. Pero sabi ng medical team, hindi daw siya nagpapapigil. He is resting, but he's still doing core work. He's still working on his shooting. Anything but anything related to footwork. So sabi nila that he's actually okay. The injury is not so bad. Pero hindi pa nila masabi right now if he will be back by the next game because he really, really needs to rest his foot. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, pag plantar fasciitis, you never really know, no? Kung paano mag-react yan. Pahinga lang muna yan. Gotta rest that muscle sa paa. But, well, obviously, Coach Leo wants him back as quickly as possible. Pero, hindi naman nagkukulang sa firepower itong San Miguel do kahit wala si Alex Cabagnot. More than an ample lineup to provide those shots.
I think they have a pretty good lineup, but you know, you're still missing a guy that can give you 20-something points, helping assists. You know, obviously now it's going to be a bit of a difference because now you're going to have to start somebody else at the 2-guard position, and today it's going to be Ganielas Roser. And I think they'll probably use yung
Orwella.
si Orwella a lot here in the point guard position. Pesumal magagamit rin yan.
That's right.
But they lost a lot of their two guards, remember, when they got rid of Tubin and everything.
McCarthy as well, oo. Maganda naman pinakita kanina. Although Kia did go down in defeat earlier kontra sa Meralco Bulls. We're about to get underway here. Naka-dark shirts with the neon trim. Itong Globalport. Ito namang San Miguel. White uniforms with red and black. First quarter brought to us by Cobra. Simulan na ang labanan ng 2-9 na lakas. First possession to the dark shirts of Coach Pido Harencio. Stan Pringle, Kelly Nabong, Sean Anthony, Ryan Aranya, and Julian Sargent, the rookie who has been given a lot of playing time by Coach Pido. First basket ng ating laro. Kelly Nabong agad offensive-minded here in the Batang Pier.
Well, I think he put the ball on the floor because he wanted to try to attack Fajardo, maybe try to fish a foul from him. Pero lumayo sa kanya si Pablo. Pero ito naman, hindi magandang foul ito para kay Sean Anthony ba ito? Kay Ryan Aranya.
When momentum carried him into Arwin Santos, natitira sana ng jump shot from 17. So Arwin wanted to answer immediately. What an offensive game he had last time out. Itong si Arwin Santos, top scored, was the best player of that game in the win over the Road Warriors.
26 points yun, partner. I covered that game. I think 16 rebounds. So, you know, fantastic talaga ang laro niya doon. And a lot of very crucial points in the fourth quarter. Yung kanyang 3 gave them a 5-point lead. Tapos nung tuloy-tuloy na sila.
Nabong goes to Sean Anthony. Nakabantay sa kanila is Arwin Santos, Junmar Fajardo, Marshall Laffiter, and as Doc said, Ganuela Prosser starting at the 2. Chris Roth naman ang kanilang point guard. There's a rebound from Matt. Chris Ross, hindi umiscore doon sa huling laban, pero
4 points lang yata siya.
Diba, hindi masyado gumawa, pero yung kanyang ratio, player efficiency ratio, plus 20 nung nasa loob siya in 30 plus minutes. So he did a lot of positive things for his team as usual, despite the fact he wasn't scoring the ball. Here's Aranya in the lane, he misses. Aranya, dating San Miguel Beerman din yan. Used to play with these guys, used to run with them.
Yes,
for a couple of seasons.
After moving away from Rain or Shine, San Miguel ang kumuha sa kanya. And he also won a championship with them, pero after that, nadispatcha naman siya afterwards.
Here's the matchup. Always tough to guard Junmar Fajardo, the many-time MVP dito sa ating liga. Way off ang tira ni Chris Rock. Hindi na-handle ni Junmar Fajardo. The ball goes out of bounds. 2-1 ang ating score. 10:31 remaining. First period pa lamang po tayo. Kaumpisa lang natin dito sa Big Dome. Charlie Cuna together with Dr. J. Andy Howe. You heard from Carla Lizardo earlier, and we'll hear from her again and again as the game goes on. Kelly's jumper is short. Rebound taken by Arwin Santos. Underrated, no? As far as rebounding is concerned, nakakalimutan ng tao kung gano'ng kagaling mag-rebound ito si Arwin Santos.
Yeah, I think he's a great rebounder, and that's going to be troubling on Ross. You know, what they're going to miss with Alex Cabagnot is his scoring, obviously, you know, plus yung kaya niya. But Alex Cabagnot can break a defensive player down. Si Chris Ross is, you know, only more of a guy that facilitates rather than breaking people down. And I think that's what they're gonna miss. Pumasok na kaagad din dito si Pesumal. No?
That's right. Early appearance from Von Pesumal na, well, a lot of people pinag-uusapan si Von Pesumal as Marshall after blocks Kelly Nabong. Dahil nga dun sa konting banggaan na ni dati niyang kakampi sa Teo na si Kiefer Ravena. Sean Anthony. Remember, 6 3-pointers siya against Blackwater. He was shooting like he was Alan Kaidik doon sa laban. There was a stretch 3 straight 3-pointers to Sean Anthony. So that's the first one para sa kanya sa larong ito.
And that happened for them last time doon sa first quarter. So it's got them off on the right foot. Yeah.
Look at the soft touch mula kay Junmar. Napalakas na nga yung tira, pero dahil sa gentle na gentle yung kanyang touch, ay tumalbok ng 2 beses bago pumasok. But Stanley Pringle, immediately,
magiging malaki ang problema ng San Miguel dito because if Ross has to guard Pringle, he's going to really get tired. And Pringle is going to score whether whoever is guarding him on the other side.
And aside from the fact na very shifty si Stanley Pringle, handled the ball really well. He's also a very physical player. Wag niyo isipin na hindi ganyan si Stanley Pringle. He can bang with these guys. And Chris Roth will really have his hands full. Ayan na naman si Stanley Pringle. Stop and pop 3. Masyado malakas. And Arwin Santos na naman naka-rebound at may foul na tatawagin kontra kay Julian Sargent. Sargent ba?
Yeah.
Or Sean Anthony? Sargent. Si Julian Sargent, siyang huling Globalport Batang Pier na umiscore dun sa game nila laban sa Blackwater. With a few seconds left, he hit a three-pointer to finally get on the scoreboard. So all the players na pinasok ni Pido Harencio scored dun sa game nila against the Elite. From behind, not tapik. Pero nakuha pa rin ng Globalport. Aranya from 3, that's short, and Arwin Santos give him yet another defensive board.
Nakakatatlo na siya.
Well, before Junmar Fajardo, siya nag-MVP. Tapos wala na pinakyaw ni Junmar Fajardo ever since nakuha niya isang beses. Nagustuhan niya, Doc. Gusto niya parami mga trophy niya sa kwarto niya.
Sa bahay.
Oo.
And as long as he doesn't get injured, marami pa yan.
Pwede pa. Kelly
It's
Nabong.
gonna be a foul. And every time you see Kelly Nabong attacking him, the only thing I don't see Junmar doing is covering his right side. Because doon talaga pupunta si Nabong. Let him go to the left. He may not be able to drive against you like that.
So yung slight fake na ginawa ni Nabong, very smart move to draw a personal against Junmar Fajardo. Nabong was leading the league in rebound. I believe he's been overtaken already, but he's still averaging double digits. Anong PBA team? Ito yung smartphone. Labas yung mga smartphone. Ito ang ating Phoenix Accelerate Moneyball question, ladies and gentlemen. Anong PBA team ang nag-draft kay Kelly Nabong ng Globalport noong 2012? Number 1, Globalport. Number 2, Meralco. Number 3, Rain or Shine. Pindot na. Okay, mapapaisip kayo niyan kasi si Kelly Nabong ilang beses na rin lumipat-lipat itong player na ito. So, baka ma-confuse kayo.
Baka dito pa rin.
Ito nga. Ganun na nga. Bumalik. Ito si Junmar at the post against Kelly. Had to bring it out. Masyado malakas ang pasa. Turnover ang naging resulta. San Miguel throws that one away.
Well, this is going to be a big test for San Miguel. I don't care what they say, Kabagnot is a very crucial part of this team. But they are a team that they can fall behind and they can come back very quickly. Maagang timeout dito, tinawag ni Coach Pido Harencio.
They will be back with 7:38 remaining dito sa first period. 5 lamang ng Global. Ito ang Globalport Batang Pier. 2 wins in a row already. Last time out si Sean Anthony. Di mo miscore masyado 2 games ago. But then last game decided he wanted to put the ball in the basket. 6 3-pointers, 22 points total. Naging best player of the game, leading them to back-to-back victories. And now he's already hit 1 3-pointer to start this game very well. Nakita natin 3 points against Rain or Shine. 22 naman kontra sa Blackwater. And for more on Sean, let's turn it over to Carla.
You know, Globalport does come with a lot of firepower. As you mentioned, si Sean Anthony, and of course, they also have Stanley Pringle. They also have Kelly Nabong. Pero actually, sabi ni Coach Pido Harencio sa kanyang team that they actually don't want an offensive identity. They want to be a defensive team. So he really challenged them to build their identity as that. And he always reminds his team that they can always get wins with good offense, but they will only truly become a championship contender here in the PBA if they all become defensive-minded. Charlie and Doc J.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Hindi sila kailangan maging defensive, pero kailangan magdumepensa sila. Diba? Itong Batang Pier. And they proved that nung laro nila against Blackwater. Talaga pinahirapan nila yung mga scorers ng Blackwater. And now they're giving San Miguel fits. Hindi maka-score. 3 points pa lamang para sa San Miguel. 5 minutes gone by. And Kelly wants 3. And he gets it top of the key. 2-3 na para sa Batang Pier. Kelly Nabong. Basta, relax lang siya. Kalmado. Very effective na player.
He already has 6 points in the ball game. Got a second lease on life here after being, given the free agency by the Meralco Bolts last year.
Right before the finals, Doc, nangyari yun, di ba? Sa playoff.
Well,
yung konting alitan nila ng coaching staff. And then now, Globalport gladly took him back and he's playing well. Dahil nga dun sa kumpiyansa binigay nila sa kanya, he's making it worth it para sa kanila. As Puesamal kicks it out to Arwin, missed one just a while ago. Make that 2 in a row, and Stanley Pringle, averaging 9 rebounds a game from the guard position, gets a defensive board.
maybe the top rebounder on the team, or maybe close to Nabong.
Si Sinabong 12 yata, Doc. Tapos silang dalawa. So sila 1-2 punch dyan. Oh! Naka-basket pa si Kelly Nabong. Scoring machine dito sa first period. Just one up fake. Got a foul kanina mula kay Junmar. Ayun naman, nakadraw na naman ng isa. Arwin Santos naman.
Well, Nabong is not that athletic that he can jump over people. So he has to use a little guile, no, to beat defenses. Medyo kumagat yun, which is something that you don't see Arwin Santos do a lot. Hindi kumakagat sa mga fake yan, sa mga shot fake. So very good start here for Globalport. An 11-point lead for them.
9 points na para kay Kelly Nabong.
Almost another turnover here.
Pero pinilit na ni Marshall. Nakuha pa niya yung basket. Parang napaganda pa yun.
Blessing in disguise yung kanyang almost turnover.
Medyo matagal na pa ako sa 3 itong San Miguel. Finally gets to 5 but still trailing by 9. Halfway through period number 1.
And they're using Billy Mamaril against Nabong. Nice pass.
That's Nabong once again. So halos lahat ng magagandang nangyayari para sa kapunan ni Coach Pido. The ball has passed through the hands of Kelly Nabong.
Yeah. And remember, Pido Arencio taking over again. Also given a second lease on life dito sa team na ito over Franz Pumaren. That's a nice drive. Pero, yes. And what good screen there provided by Billy Mamaril. Nagamit ni ito, ang ganda ng pagkasil niya. Nabangga si Billy Mamaril dahil sa tulak galing sa likod. Tumama kay Marshall Lassiter.
So bonus free throw para kay Marshall, who rarely misses from there. Showed you the smart move of the half, brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before.
Very early substitution dito. Pinalit si Ryan Aranya.
Pinasok si Mike Huico,
who played well for them the last game.
Oh.
Defensively, he played well. Very tough. At the same time, he also gave them some scoring.
Well, you know, the Globalport management wanted to bring in fresh legs, young guys sa kanilang koponan. So they cut off the veterans, the 30s and 30 and above sa kanilang lineup. And then, they brought in rookies na nagagamit talaga nila, nakakatulong sa kanilang mga laro so far.
Again, going to the right.
Oh, look at that. Muntik na yung tira ni Kelly Nabong with the left. That would have been spectacular.
He beat Mamaril there completely, no?
Now Huico have the task of guarding Marshall. Lassiter went behind his back. There was a reach in, and Mike Huico will not get the benefit of the doubt from the referee. That's his first personal sa ating laro.
Well, he plays talagang yung tinatawag natin ng badikit na depensa, no? So sometimes talagang ikaw matatawagan ng foul.
Off 1 foot, Marshall Lassiter. 7 points in the game. The lead has been cut down to 6. Oh, mainit.
Mainit. He has 7 of their 10 points.
Sean Anthony sa kanyang pagsugod na wala. Oo nga, mishandled that ball. Apologizes sa kanyang mga kakampi. Jonathan Gray will be tapped to come in at the next dead ball. In the meantime, kailangan nilang dumepensa dahil itong San Miguel medyo nabubuhay na. Ang scoring, Billy Mama kicks it to the corner. Naagaw naman ni Stan the man. Pringle on the run. Right into the defense. He misses that. Good resistance from the San Miguel defenders. Arwind brings that ball down. Rough to Von. Von for 3. That's offline. And Globalport trying to push it at every opportunity. Hinarang ni Ross si Stan Pringle, and that's a foul on Chris Ross. Julian Sargent, inilabas muna. Pasok si Jonathan Gray. Hindi sila nag-aral sa same school, pero magkatapat lang yung mga school nila doon sa may Taft.
Isang Lasal Taft, isang Lasal Benil.
Yan. And Nabong a well-deserved rest. Dahil ang ganda na ng pinakita niya so far. Pinasok naman ng bumalik na rin si Yusef Taha. Another comeback to Globalport player.
Yeah. Akala natin hindi na nga babalik yan eh. And together with Bradley Ginton, they now form the 5 and 4 position para sa Globalport Batampier.
Gumanda talaga yung frontline rotation itong Globalport with the pickup of these guys. And Jonathan Gray using that right hand. Pabandang tira ang kanyang pinasok. Angat na naman sa 8 ang lamang ng kanyang koponan. Under 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Interesting to see how this front line really matches up. Globalport matches up with the San Miguel Beer front line kasi Junmar nga binalik na. Taha trying to guard him. And then turnover para sa San Miguel as Huico. Nag-work yung pagkukulit niya. Marshall Laffiter, first personal. You saw on your screens, Coach Leo Oftria, first assistant coach Pedro Martin.
Peter.
Oh, si Peter.
Pedro. The player.
Naglaro rin sa PBA yan.
Yeah, and
Pepsi Cola.
he will never forget it, that I gave him the best player of the game for his second game in the league. He'll never forget that. He thanked me for that.
Baka naman yun lang yung naging best player sa buong career niya. Yun na yun.
No, he's not a bad player, but that game he really played very well.
Kasamahan din natin dito sa panel dati yan si Pedro Martin. There's Von Pesomal, changing it up kasi known as a three-point spot-up shooter. Ngayon, drive niya yung bola at made the layup. Look at that! Stand the man, sinagot agad. And that's what he's trying to do yung early in transition, bago makaset up ang depensa, umaatake agad. 10 ang namang ng Globalport. They have dominated this first quarter so far against the unbeaten San Miguel Beermen. Stan leading the way as well as Kelly Nabong. Coach Pidoc's team is up by 10.
Dahil, guys, alam nila, pagka kumuha dito, nakasag lahat sila.
Para sa Globalport, Batang Pierre, well, the rudder of their ship is really Stanley Pringle, lalo na't wala si Terence Romeo. So this guy is free to roam by himself and then lead them in scoring and then even in rebounding. He can do everything, Stanley Pringle.
Definitely, Charlie. Look at this conference averages. Almost 25 and a half, 9.3 rebounds, 5 assists, 48% field goal percentage.
Hindi masyado masama, no?
Not to take anything from Terence, but the ball movement with this team right now is really very good. And Marcio, nagwawala ito. He already has 10 points, 10 of the 15 points, so he has 67% of their score.
Where would they be without Marcio Laffiter? Siguro iwan na sila rito sa first period.
But that's their kind of a team. Mamaya konti, sali na naman si Fajardo dyan. Mamaya sali na dyan si Arwin.
Kanya-kanyang part of the game kung kailan magdo-dominate sa scoring. Taha, spins around, hook shot bitin, nakuha ni Cuico ang offensive rebound. So, contributing na naman itong pangalawang rookie na pinasok ni Coach Pido Arencio. Stanley flips it up, overshoots, Bradwin keeps it alive. Third chance para sa Globalport. Jonathan Gray, too strong. And here come the Beermen, down by just 7, 2 minutes and 18 remaining first period.
Hindi nila mailagay yung bola there. Finally, they get it to Arwin. No cutters.
Some contact from Yusuf.
You can't be faking or flopping. You just gotta hold your ground there.
And that's a chance you take, Doc. No? Pag ginawa mo yun against Junmar, halos sure to na yun pag hindi ka natawagan.
Yeah. And, you know, he's an MVP, so he'll get some calls on his part. If it's not something that completely dislodges you.
Bradwin, tumira ng tres, nagbintis. But you know, the big guys ng Globalport, may kamay talaga mula sa three-point area.
Oh, traveling.
That was a travel. And Arwin gave it up to Junmar on the run.
Pero ngayon,
may foul ba?
Okay, traveling ngayon, bago mag-foul.
Nauna na.
And you know, Arwin malayo pa lang, he looked back. His peripheral vision said that Junmar was gonna be there. He really wanted to get him some more points. Pero masama ang takbo nila, parehong line.
Exactly.
Not on the...
Hindi kasi ball carriers pareho talaga yung dalawa.
And we have Nico Ilorde, who for a while there played with the Kia team last year. Good backup na lang yan kasi para kay Pringle dahil wala nga si Terence, no?
And Nico wanted to drop it to Taha. Malikot ang mga kamay ng San Miguel Beer, able to disrupt the play. And there's Chris Ross, two of the hustlers in the league. Si Anthony at si Ross were going for it, and San Miguel comes with the ball. Arwin on the way up, lost it out of bounds, and a great play mula kay Sean Anthony. Okay, dribblers, ang tamang sagot sa ating Phoenix Accelerate Moneyball question ay number 3, rain or shine?
Probably either shine pala.
Rain or shine ang nag-draft kay Kelly Nabs.
Hindi lang nila ginamit.
Tapos na-trade yata.
Na-trade siguro.
Minute and 11 remaining. Jonathan Gray leaves it for Bradwin. Nagmintis, andun si Junmar Fajardo to provide some disturbance. Von Pesomal jacks it up from 3. It's an air ball. Junmar trying to save it. Pero may numero itong mga nakaitim. Sean gives it to Jonathan. Jonathan for 3. Up ahead to Junmar. Hinawakan. At sumenyas ang ating mga referees. Referee Tangkyon.
That's a deliberate foul.
Possibly a deliberate foul dahil linakap na niya
Yeah.
si Junmar Fajardo. They might say he wasn't going for the ball. Of course,
all.
nobody happy about it on the Globalport side. As you can see, Coach Pido protesting.
Yeah, that's a deliberate foul. Maliwanag naman yan. They don't even have to review that.
And that rule's been in place already.
Kinapitan niya dyan sa babae. The ball is on the other side. I think also one of the reasons there, when you grab somebody, usually hindi masasaktan niya, malaki yan, he's not jumping. But he could get injured. And that is trying to prevent that situation also.
So yung intention naman ni Nico Elordi doon was really just to prevent a possible three-point play. Oh,
Whatever.
so good intentions, problema, deliberate foul, 2 shots, ball possession mangyayari para sa San Miguel. It's only a 7-point lead. Now, still a 7-point lead.
They will have possession and we're going to see Semarad come in for Arwin Santos. Ito galing sa Globalport rin ito, no?
Hindi. Si David Semerad.
Si
Dito
David.
talaga si Anthony yon. Yung nasa TNT ngayon, galing Globalport.
Galing Globalport.
Na maganda nilalaro, ha? Yung si
Mahirap
Anthony
talaga yung
Semerad.
twins.
Oh. Si Anthony, another 3-point shooting threat for TNT.
And this one is more of the power forward type of player.
Brian Eruela, kapapasok lang, gumawa na agad ang backup point guard na teammate ni Junmar mula nung kolehiyo pa sila.
This guy really had a good stint with Blackwater but released to this team.
Lead is down to just 5. Kanina 11 yan para sa Global. Nico, naghahanap ng opening. Kinungulit ito si Brian Eruela. Nico will drive it in, spin around.
Nice move.
Bitin nga lang ang tira. At rebound nakuha ni David Semerad, who also missed some time with some injuries. Just 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Eruela, binigay kay Junmar. Junmar, turn around. Jay! Pasok na naman!
Siyempre sa body niya.
Nag-iwan ng 2.5 Doc. At hindi na naka-attempt si Jonathan Gray. Well, you like the way San Miguel caught up. They were down by 11 early. Pero pinaliit nila ang lamang. 3 lang ang lamang ng Globalport pagtapos ng ating first period. 25 to 22.
I think personally, I'm gonna make him work for every single point that he's gonna get. Like, it's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna make him work for everything he gets. Coming from the old PBA, when I played my rookie year, it's really not that different, really. I mean, it's really the same kind of basketball. It's a contact sport, so I mean, accidents are gonna happen sometimes, but you know, it's all right.
Well, he's gonna have his hands full against Junmar, pero nahihirapan din si Junmar bantayan si Kelly Nabong so far in this game. Second quarter, brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka, Doc, si Kelly Nabong, isa sa mga players na walang problema kung pisikalan ng laban.
Well, that's a game that he loves. And very early here, nag-show na nakaagad ang Globalport coming out for the second quarter. A couple of misses by the Bearmen.
They wanted to go inside right away. Nothing there. Bradwin Ginto, nice fake. Pero hindi na nakompleto yung play. David Semerad with another rebound. The chance to draw even closer 30 seconds into the second period. Eruela inside to David. Na-anticipate ni Sean Anthony, and David Semerad will be called for a loose ball foul. Makibalita tayo, Doc, kay Carla Lizardo.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about the league becoming more physical, and this has actually been a very big challenge para kay Junmar Fajardo. At sabi nga ni Coach Leo Austria, Junmar is a gentle giant because he's the biggest guy on the court, but he's always the one who gets beaten up from everyone trying to defend him. Kaya daw pinapaalala niya kay Junmar, he always needs to adjust, he needs to continue to play tough, but never ever play dirty. Back to you guys.
So yun na nga sinasabi lagi, no? Kailangan matapang ka, pero wala namang mga dirty plays, wala mga sipaan, suntukan ng mga nangyayari. In the past few ball games, some guys have gone overboard a bit, Dr. J.
Yeah.
Louis Vigil, pinasok ni Coach Leo, and Vigil coughs it up. Sean Anthony on the break, drops it over to Jonathan Gray, and Louis Vigil, rookie mula sa UST. Commits a foul. David Semerad and Sean Anthony jawing at each other. Dalawang pareho maglaro yan, pisikalan yung dalawa. Nag-usap naman. Being competitive, Yusuf Taha comes into the picture to say, tama na, okay na yan.
Unless you want to get fined.
Oh. Or suspended.
Well, I think, nagmintis dito si Jonathan Gray. Si Louis Vigil, I know the way he plays. He's a scorer also. He plays for me like I was going to say that when Wico was on the floor, almost exactly like si Wico. Wico is also, Vigil is another guy that's in-your-face defender, but he can score. He can score from afar, he can drive to the basket.
2 misses from the line, bitin pareho yung free throws ni Jonathan Gray. But look at that defense that Globalport is employing kontra rito San Miguel, and that's, as Carla reported earlier, yan ang gusto ni Coach Pido. Yan naman, nakaagaw na naman si Jonathan Gray. And dribbling through traffic.
That's held ball situation.
Nice,
good ball.
nice tie-up mula kay Brian Eruela. He knew, no, na
PP hit si Jonathan Gray to his side. So inabangan niya yun. And he got a good class on the ball there. Wala pa tayong score dito sa second quarter.
wala pa.
1.5 minute gone, almost 1.5 minute gone by.
Short rest lang para kay Stan Pringle. He's back in the ball game. So is Kelly Nabong, yung 1-2 punch nila.
Ang ganda naman ng timing ni Oruela doon. Because Gray is taller than he is.
Now Louis Vigil sidesteps, leaves it for Matt. At si Louis Vigil, first assist niya rito. Nice finish from Matt Ganuelas Rosser. 1 point na lang ang lamang ng Globalport. Kanina, 11 yan.
Well, you know, alam naman ni Coach Pido yung babalik yan. That's why you need your guys to come back onto the floor.
Pagkakataon, makalamang pa ng Beerman as Vigil stops and pops. Almost made it. Bakbakan sa rebound.
Bradley, I think he's gonna commit the foul there.
Nagkatamaan pa yung dalawa eh. Sabi ni Kelly, sorry. Ikaw pala, kakampi pala tayo, binangga kita eh. You know, they're a new age Bruce Brothers tandem yung dalawang yan dahil very physical inside and really strong.
Kay Nabong yung foul na yun, so pangalawan niya yun. 3-point shot by Oruela.
So lamang na nga ang San Miguel, 27-25, their first lead in the game at the 9:50 thereabouts mark dito sa second period.
Well, here's a player who's making hay while the sun is shining. Wala yung kasamping nilang isang magaling na point. You know, he knows he's gonna get a lot of minutes.
Nakagaw pa!
Nahanap pa yung partner niya.
Look at the passing, Junmar Fajardo. Shovel pass dito kay Matt Ganuelas and Rosser, benefiting sa mga feeds ng kanyang mga kakampi. Lamang na bigla ng 4 ang San Miguel Beermen, a very dangerous team. Can't make mistakes such as this because they can lead to fast breaks like this one brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified sa bidding. Ikaw ang bida. Time out muna. On your screens, kasama ni OIC Marshall, mga tiga-gab yan, na Chairman Bahamitra, my good friend, and then Ed Trinidad and Mar Mazakid, mga commissioners ng Games and Amusements Board. Watching the action dito sa Big Dome. And so far, San Miguel has scored 7 points in quarter number 2. Globalport, di pa nakaka-score dito, Doc.
Yeah, obviously defense working for the Beermen here.
Sean Anthony, yun na nga. First 2 points ng G-Port dito sa second period. Sean Anthony had to improvise and took a 17-foot jumper, not his usual shot.
You know, pero ang problema doon is Globalport had consecutive turnovers, so you cannot score if you throw the ball away.
That's right. There's the pass from Vigil to Junmar. Mid-challenge. He missed it. Rosser saves it to the wrong fellow. Pringle looking to push it once again. Hesitation move all the way to the hoop. Stanley Pringle.
What a good timeout. 4-0 run here. Tabla tayo at 29 all.
Sarap panoorin to si Stanley Pringle in the open court.
Yeah, he is something else. And magaling siya magbasa ng depensa eh.
Yun yung mga sana pwede sa gilas. Yung mga ganon eh, di ba? Dahil sa passport rule na laging sinasabi against a lot of these Filipino foreigners. But Stanley Pringle, you'd love to see a backcourt with Jason Castro and Stanley Pringle running together. Oh, may konting gulo, pisikalan na naman. Sumenyaf na si referee Kilingen. Talsik si Sean Anthony, and then, you know, when you got these physical players, this can happen.
Yeah.
Tignan natin, ano ba nangyari doon?
Might be between Semerat and Bradley Ginto eh. Ito
May palaki ng braso itong dalawang to eh. Ayun, oh.
Wow. you're gonna have to sit down, baby.
Yeah.
And you might have to be, it might even be close to ejection. Penalty 1.
It's an F1. So, upo muna siya 3 minutes. Did look good dun sa replay, di ba? Kasi lalo na slow motion pa, so kitang-kita na. The flailing arms, yung sikon tumama sa ulo ni David Semra. Tough cookie himself, so he's all right.
2 free throws for Bradwin Ginto.
Si Bradwin Ginto rather, and he's going to the line for 2 free throws, and ball possession will be
with
with Global. 3 minutes sit out. Kanina, yung kay Ryan Aranya ba yung kanina? Yung, hindi, kay Nico Elorde rather. It was a deliberate foul. Walang upo. Hindi kailangan umupo pag deliberate foul.
Wala kasing intention to hurt yun eh.
And Bradwin, who used to be also with the Kia franchise, is now here at Globalport and playing very well. Pangatlong team na nito kasi nag-NLEX pa. Nag-stop over sa NLEX muna yan si Bradwin Ginto. Sean Anthony, baseline drive. Kicks it out to Stanley.
Swerte sila dun. They got away with that because nagsag si Orwella. That was wide open shot for Stanley.
Ganda ng pag-set up ni Sean Anthony. So Globalport's in the lead pero isa na lang yan.
Oh, very low. Kitang-kita ko yung pass. That's not the usual pass that Arwin gives on a high-low.
Stanley.
Pero binawian naman ni Arwin with a good rebound. Baka 5 o 6 na yan.
That is 6 rebounds for Arwin. Bitin ang tref ni Brian Aruela going back the other way. So babalik-balik tayo rito after that initial 7 points from San Miguel.
Matagal na
Nag 5-0 naman ang Globalport. So 7-0, 5-0, game of runs. Ito na nga nangyayari. Kelly short on the 3. Kayo magugulat kasi talagang 3-point shooter na ngayon si Kelly Nabong. Arwin off the glass. Finally gets a score. Nag-drought ang San Miguel for a couple of minutes before that.
Lassiter, you know, who was rested for quite a while, led them in scoring in the first quarter, is back at the scorer's table. Julius Sargent on the other side. Open.
Di na tinira ni Kelly. Just inside the 3-point line.
Yes.
Sabi na okay. Mas okay to. Asintado. And he's always had that perimeter jumper. 11 points na for Kelly Nabong. Brian Aruela, extended minutes. Dahil nga wala si Alex Cabagnot, as Carla reported earlier, he's out with plantar fasciitis. So baka hinahanap nyo si Kabagi, wala, hindi siya makakalaro. Bradwin Ginto with the block upstairs, pero may foul daw bago umangat si Matt. So he'll go to the line. Probably for free throws.
Baka next game, hindi pa makakalaro yung plantar fasciitis usually is very painful, no? When you're running or moving. And it may take quite a while for you to come back too. Really depends.
Oh, way off yung unang free throw ni Mac Danuelas Rosser. Napangiti na lang siya, Inu. Something was wrong with his mechanics. Okay, dribblers, open your Moneyball app. Ito ang ating pangalawang Phoenix Accelerate Moneyball question. Saan ipinanganak si Von Pesumal ng San Miguel Beer? Number 1, Manila. Number 2, New Delhi, India. Number 3, Quezon City. Pindot na. At walang naipasok si Mac Danuelas Rosser.
And he was consistent.
Oh.
He missed it the same way. I mean, walang tinamaan yun eh. Kaya automatic violation eh. Pakanan eh, ang bola.
Pero medyo nagulat ako doon, Doc, kasi I don't recall him being a poor free throw shooter. No. Steady naman siya mula sa linya dati.
He's not a bad jump shooter either from mid-range, no?
Sean Anthony lost it and bumangga pa yung momentum niya. Made him, coughed him to bump into Marshall Lassiter. So, hindi ka nakashoot, naka-foul ka pa. And Coach Pido not happy at this point despite the fact lamang ng isa ang kanyang koponan. Because they're not playing well in this stretch. Marshall, init na nung first period. He had 10 points in quarter number 1. Eruela now will drive. Lofted momentarily. Out to Arwin. Jump shot on the way from 3. Bounces long. Junmar lofted to Stanley. Hangs in the air. Gives it over to Lervin Flores. Flores will go in. Missed the lefty layup. Balik-balik tayo on the run! Second job! Hindi na nag-challenge si Flores or else posterized sana siya ron.
Yeah, that's how much of a veteran Arwin is. There were 2 guys running already. Pero hindi niya binigay. Inantay niya talaga kung sino yung libre na sigurado ang 2 points.
Danuelas Rosser, the power rebound. Saan na rin nagdala ng bola? Gives it up to Arwin. Ikot-ikot muna. Marcio says, why don't I take it? But that was off from 3-point line. Inagawa naman ni Eruela si Nabong. Lumabas lang alangan. So sinuwerte si Kelly Nabong doon. Kundi, talagang na-pickpocket siya nito si Brian Eruela.
And Chris Ross is coming back into the ball game. Look at that pass. Talagang down the middle.
And Lerwin Flores, ha?
Buti
Umiwas na lang.
buti hindi ka umabol. Poster ka.
Alam na niya eh. Medyo pinag-isipan pa niya, Doc, eh. Na-challenge bang?
No,
So, and Lerwin Flores can jump really high. So,
Yeah.
medyo na-late na kasi. Kelly Nabong, the spin! Look at that move mula kay Kelly Nabong. And he's showing us the entire arsenal. Offensively, 13 puntos na para dito sa sentro ng Globalport.
To lead all scorers in this ball game.
Seesaw game.
Oh, that's hard foul there. Pero immediately acknowledged by Nabong, and that's bad. Kasi pangatlo niya yan.
That's his third. So agad, tinapik ni Coach Pido si Gabayni, Joseph Gabayni. A rookie, another rookie. So Sargent has played, Wico has played, Flores and Gabayni are in the game.
Yeah.
Ayan na naman, yung mga rookies getting their chances for Coach Pido Harencio.
Well, tinitimpla niya yan. Binibigyan niya ng konting kumpiyansa. And then he sees how far his team can go.
Well, they're quality rookies. Lahat sa kanila, they've shown their worth. But Junmar Fajardo, soft touch 11 points na para sa kanya.
Si Gabayni lang ang tingin ko na kulang pa sa hasa because he missed 1 year in the NC because of injuries. And then he missed another year because he went for a possible lipat ng eskwelahan. Tapos dumiretso na sa PBA. But he was a very good high school player and very much highly recruited.
Marshall hasn't made one here in the second period. Stanley tumatakbo na naman, checking his wings. Iniwan para kay Sargent. Basket na! At may chance na bang maka 3-point play. Ang ganda ng pag-survey ni Stanley Pringle, no? And then he saw Sargent corner of his eye and drops it off for him. Let's watch it.
Look at him. Look at the other way and then the look away pass.
Ganda naman ang completion ni Sargent. Ang drive na yan, hatid sa atin United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified yan. So sa bidding, ikaw ang bida, airball ang free throw ni Julian Sargent. Ano ba nangyayari sa mga free throws dito, Doc?
Ginagaya nila yung ginagaya niya si Canielas. Sargent was not an exceptional free throw shooter. And we're going to have Pesumal come back into the ball game for Matt Canielas.
So seesaw ball game, the past 3 or 4 playing minutes, palitan ng lamang. At nakuha na ulit ng San Miguel. 3, top of the key from Spider-Man, Arwin Santos.
Sometimes, sabi mo, itira mo na yan because malalayo yan, you know, as a defensive player. Pero he makes those kind of shots and it hurts.
Sargent makes his move. Drives it in, gets another basket. Going to the rim. Ito si Julian Sargent. You know, yung confidence kasi talaga na binibigay ni Coach Pido with this fellow, in particular, Julian Sargent.
May kahit kapos ang tira mo, di ka rin naman pinapagalitan. So,
okay lang.
Laro ka lang ng laro. You're too strong.
Here come the Batang Pier once again. Sargent going in, missing the layup this time. Andun ang distraction from Von Pesumal up ahead to Ross. Ross cross court. Marcio can't get it to fall dito sa second period. Double digits siya sa first period, 10. Pero andun pa rin hanggang ngayon. Tabla at his score. 38 all, 3 minutes and a half remaining in the second quarter. Flores over the stand. Jump shot. You gotta love it.
Nagkamali si Ross dun eh. You know, he looked at the ball, never knew where Stanley was.
We'll take a break with 3:20 remaining in the second period.
So, it's a process, guys. It's a process. Okay?
San Miguel Beermen, well, you can say they're the best bigs in the business. Junmar definitely, ilang beses na nag-MVP yan. Pero gaya ng sinabi natin kanina, before him, it was Arwin Santos. So you have the past 5 MVPs right there. Di ba? Last ball game, grabe yung stats nila dalawa. And in the fourth period, they dominated the scoring for San Miguel Beer.
Yeah, Arwin at 26, Junmar at 25. And 16 and 13. So 29 rebounds, 51 points. Field goal percentage sila as a tool, maybe 56%.
Very effective. Tapos, well, you know, they also have Gabby Espinas there in the front end, who is injured right now. Hindi siya makakalaro sa laban na ito.
Tagal na siya hindi nakakalaro. That hurts them also.
Potentially, di ba, pag nakabalik yan at full force siya, grabe yung front line ng production na pwedeng makuha. Chris Rock to the hoop, and that's gonna be a goal 10 dahil minalo yung board and it really moved. We could see it mula sa ating puesto. That's
gonna be a delay of the ball game there maybe. Wala.
Wala na?
Because kinuha yung bola, ilineap ulit. Should have been.
Linet go na lang. Linet go eh. Ganun naman ang ano eh, di ba, na napagkwentuhan natin with OIC Marshall na mga little things minsan pababayaan na lang.
Yeah.
Gabayni, naghahanap ng kakampi, walang lumalapit. So he had to bring it back the other way. Stanley Pringle will attack. Nakahanap ng opening. Masyadong madali naman ang pag-split ka ng depensa doon, Doc.
Yeah, you know, actually he's having so much better of the matchup against Chris Ross. No? Chris Ross playing a little bit domestic today.
Medyo
malamig ngayong araw.
Medyo tame ngayon, ha? Well, what a tough couple of assignments. Okay for Ravenna the last time out, and now Stanley Pringle. So he has to work defensively. Lervin Flores lumabas para bantayan si Chris Ross. Flores trying to keep up with Chris Ross, who left it for Arwin, fading away. Jumper is out, and the rebound taken by the high-leaping Lervin Flores. Everyone waiting for a chance na maka-open court yan si Lervin Flores to dunk that ball. Yeah. Lumilipad talaga yan.
Ayos, slam dunk contest ng NCAA.
Stan, natapikan mula sa likod ni Chris Ross. Ball will stay with the black shirts. It's going to be a baseline inbound. 2:04 remaining dito sa second period.
And 11 seconds on their shot clock.
Aranya gives it up to Gabayni. Gets it right back. And Aranya decides to take it and make it. It's a long two for Ryan, the veteran. Siya ba pinaka-veterano dyan sa Globalport? Palagay ko.
Yeah, I would think so.
Alam mo, sa senior citizen dyan. JMF kontra Gabayni. The double came, kicked it out to Arwin. What a tandem.
Yeah, if you don't sack down against Junmar Fardo, you're asking for trouble also. But if you sack down, you're also looking for trouble from Arwin. You're very fortunate wala dyan si Kabagnot because he would have been on the very strong side there.
Lervin Flores, high leaper, nagbintis. Kukuha ang rebound, Aranya underneath. Decides to call a timeout kasi
wala siyang pupunta.
Lapit na siya matawagan ng 3 seconds doon. Doc had to burn a timeout with 1 minute and 13 remaining. Lamang pa rin ang Globalport, 44-43. It's been a tough matchup between these two teams. San Miguel Beer with its hands full once again. 2 games in a row na yan. Kasi NLEX really challenged them up to the middle of that 4th period. And right now, Globalport holding its own contra sa defending champions. San Miguel Beer, man, there's that kick out to Arwin Santos, hitting that shot. Dribblers, ang tamang sagot sa ating pangalawang Phoenix Accelerate Moneyball question ay number 1, Manila. Diyan pinanganak si Von Pesumal ng San Miguel Beer. Manileño.
Very studied in Quezon City, Katipunan.
Yun na nga, doon na nga. Ateneo de Manila naman yun. So, parang Manila
junior, senior yun.
Homegrown ba? Homegrown yan. Pringle Ross. Epic matchup pero dumidribbling display itong si Stanley Pringle to try to lose. Chris Ross, Stan goes in, layup na! May foul pa! Junmar foul lang naman. Ang kanyang kalaban doon sa play na yun, he still made it. Amazing to watch this fellow when he's at work. Whoop.
Yeah, when Stanley is on, he's on. Because maraming klaseng tira yan. He can shoot from the outside. He's a pretty good three-point shooter. Plus, he can get to the basket. And he plays much bigger than his height. He plays like a 6'3". Yeah. Kaya malakas umibaw niya.
15 points na para sa kanya. Nasa first half pa lang po tayo with 48 seconds remaining. Junmar makes his move. Good defense from Gabayni. It's taken away again. by Globalport. Another turnover forced. Aranya, spin move. Inabangan. Marcio knew what he was going to do. So did Arwin. So the ball goes back the other way. Ross leaves it for Marcio. Marcio gets hit. Sino ba? Flores o Sargent? Sila yung pinakamalapit kay Marcio. Oh, Gabayni will be called for the foul. Joseph Gabayni ang nakita ng mga referees on the other side of the lane. 31.5 remaining. A timeout has been called and they're clearing it whether it's a 30 or a
No,
full.
actually, inaangal ni Austria dahil sinabi ng referee na tumawag, side court inbound. Ipinipilit niya na in the act of shooting, gathering already going to the basket. But he already made that call. I don't think he's going to change it. That ref is not going to change it. It's a 30-second timeout now.
So we'll stay on the air as Coach Leo and Chris Ross
Still arguing
debating,
that point. Kasi parang sabi nila, gather na going to the basket. And if it's Gabayni's foul, Gabayni is the last line of defense. Nasa ilalim na yun.
At nakisali na rin si team manager Gia Banilla as well as assistant coach B-Boy Melchor B-Boy Ravanes. Ito kasi, ito
This
yung
was
kanina.
there. Actually, this was blocked by Arwin kaya na-pick up ni Lassiter ito. Ganda timing. It's the other side after this yung tuloy-tuloy niya. But it's not gonna be replayed.
Alam nila yung moves ni Ryan kasi kakampi nila dati yan eh. Alam nila yung discard ni Ryan Aranya on that spin move. 4-point lead Globalport. The ball is with San Miguel Beer looking to close the gap bago matapos ang first half. Ross kicks to the corner. Von Pesumal. Inilapit, jumper. Good defense once again. And they get it. And they have a chance for the last hit it. Julian Sargent misses, tapikan ng bola. Pringle gets it, 8 seconds to go. Alam niya, may oras pa siya makadiskarte. Checks the clock, it says 3. Stanley jumper, 18. In and out. And they don't get it on the rebound. Chris Ross had hit the deck, but Globalport able to recover a bit. After leading by 11, nakalamang na yung San Miguel, but at the end of the first 2 periods, Globalport up by 4. Ating second half, mag-uumpisa na dito sa loob ng Big Dome. Third quarter, hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Ako po si Charlie Guna. Kasama ko si Dr. J. Andy Howe, 47-43. Ating score, 4 ang lamang ng Globalport. Batang Pierre, napakaraming turnovers ng San Miguel noong first half. Dagdagan mo pa ng isa sa unang play ng second half.
Yeah, that certainly is going to hurt. It nullifies the number of assists that they had in the first half. They really should have already be in the lead. And actually, lamang pa rin sila sa field goal percentage. Ito, nakaagaw naman si Ross. Baka makabawi.
And may bangga mula kay Nabong. That's big because...
Number 4.
Oo, pang-4 agad. Early. Well, you know, he's complaining. Pero yung momentum talaga niya brought him into Chris Ross. And sumesenya siya, huwag muna akong palitang coach. Pero nakatayo na si Yusuf Taha agad.
Yeah, there's no choice, you know. We're only at the start of the third quarter. You already have 4 fouls. The aggressiveness of his nature is the nature of his game. So obviously, madali siya makakuha ng panlima niya.
Yan natin yung statistics nung nga sinasabi ni Doc. Lamang nga sa field goal percentage ang Beermen.
Yeah, and they had 4 more assists. So obviously, sasabihin mo lamang. But today is a day wherein San Miguel did not get a lot of free throws in the first half. They only had 7. Compared yata to 9 para sa Globalport Batang Pier. That means Fajardo is not going to the free throw line a lot.
That's right. But credit the defense of Globalport noong first half. They really gave San Miguel a hard time, especially dun sa mga pasa-pasa. Dami nilang agaw. And they were able to convert in transition as well. There's Pringle missing on that shot. Easy rebound para kay Junmar Fajardo. Chance for San Miguel to tie or take the lead. Arwin wants the lead. Unable to get it. From the top of the key, and naman si Stanley Pringle. Harap-harapan inagawa ni Chris Ross. He didn't see him coming. Now it's with Junmar. Talon-talon si Ryan Aranya. Wala siyang magawa kontra kay Junmar Fajardo.
You know, like the let-go situation there. Actually, yung bangga ni Ryan in the old would have been already a foul. Side court throw-in. But very minimal bangga ng katawan. Ryan wants to get it back.
Unable to get it. Sargent tried to keep it alive, pero natapik niya mapunta kay Ross. So here come the Beermen looking for the lead. Pass inside, anticipated by Taha. Tipped away, they force another turnover. Julian Sargent nagdadala ng bola, kicks it to the corner. Sean Anthony. Isang tres pa lang si Sean Anthony sa laban na ito. He only has 7 points so far. Stanley wants 3 of his own. Patulis. Nakuha ni Ross. Goes to Rosser. And there's gonna be a hold. Ay, hindi. Ano ba nangyari? Holding nga. Pero si Matt Ganuelas ang tinawagan ng foul. So another turnover for San Miguel. And we'll turn you over to Carla Lizardo.
Sa halftime huddle ng San Miguel Beer, they acknowledge that they really have to make the defensive adjustments against Stanley Pringle and Kelly Nabong. Tapos, sabi ni Coach Leo Austria sa kanila, talo tayo sa takbuhan. We're the better team in the half court, pero pagdating sa full court, we're just as good as them. So why are we settling for just as good when we could be so much better? So yan ang kanyang naging challenge para dito sa Beermen. Charlie and Doc J.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, we're all tied up at 47. 10 minutes remaining sa third period. It's been a tight game practically all the way, although umangat ng 11 for a short while ang Globalport. Now back in the lead with a 2-point shot from Ryan Aranya. Marshall, init ng first period, pero second period, di na nakascore yan. Goes to the corner, Chris Ross. Missing from 3, here they come again. Julian Sargent on the break. Nakita niya si Arwin Santos, and obviously he changed his shot because he saw the Spider-Man.
Well, in this ball game, he has missed 3 layups against Arwin Santos. He has made layups over other players, but not against Arwin Santos.
Sasabayan kasi talaga ni Arwin Santos
And
kung
I
sino
think
man yan eh.
may intimidation na yan. When you see that in front of you, you don't want to get blocked. So this one was a shot that was far away from his comfort zone.
Yusuf Tahad jumper, mintis. Rebound na naman, Arwin Santos. A while ago, Chris Roth tied up with a layup. Wants another one, flips it up with his left. It's off target, but he draws a foul. Julian Sargent guilty of his second personal. So tutungo sa linya si Chris Ross para sa dalawa.
2 shots for Chris Ross.
Okay, dribblers, ang ating Phoenix Accelerate Moneyball best player of the game, si Melvin Villa. Melvin Villa. Congrats sa'yo, Melvin Villa. May kaklase ako dati, Melvin Villa. Ikaw ba yan?
Pwede ba yun? Wala ba kayong third degree sanguinity?
may ganun, may ban ba na ganun?
No, just kidding. Of course, congratulations, Melvin.
Still tied. 49 all, 8 minutes and 52. Third period pa lamang po tayo. Bakbakan na nangyayari rito, Global at San Miguel. Stanley sets up Sean. They can't knock it down, so medyo nag-aalat ang shooting ng Globalport. And Arwind on the break! Andon si Ryan Aranya para pigilan itong si Arwin Santos. And, well,
great effort yun. Because usually that's 2 points for the Spider-Man.
sakto yun. Nasa bayan niya. Bolang-bola. Pero, naagaw naman itong, nakanakaw naman ito si Matt Ganuela for a quick shot off the inbound. Give the lead back to the Beermen. Dami nating lead changes. Deadlocks, 5 na. Another turnover on Globalport. And this, you don't want to do this against San Miguel Beer. But then, buti na lang para kay Arwin. Andun si Junmar Fajardo trailing that play. Kasi mintis ang layup ni Arwin Santos.
Yung finger roll niya medyo napalakasan. But like you said, the big man is running. Not taking anything for granted. He comes into the picture, grabs that rebound, held down here, going to the free throw line.
Taha slapped away at that ball.
Continues to have problems from the free throw line. For the last 3 games na ito si Junmar Fajardo struggling. And Joseph Gabayni coming into the ball game. Junmar is 1 out of 3 from the free throw line tonight. But that's only his 3rd free throw.
6 rebounds to go with 13 points.
Short. Kitang-kita mo.
1 out of 4. 25% from the stripe. The lead is 2 para sa Beermen. 8-10 remaining 3rd period. Sean Anthony goes over to Mike Huico. Pinasok mo naman dito. Kasama ni Gabayni at ni Bradwin. Ginto. Pringle against Ross. Pringle goes behind his back. Ayun, nasa lane na. Inangat. Pasok na naman. Scoring at will. Stand the man.
He can really manufacture shots.
Galing dumiskarte. 17 points para sa kanya.
Nung bumagsak si Wico, agaw na sana, pero he was outside when he landed on the floor. That will leave San Miguel with 16 seconds sa kanilang shot clock.
You know, Doc, I'm really impressed at the way the rookies of Globalport are playing in this conference. Parang, alam mo, veterano na eh. No jitters, very deliberate. They know what to do. Yung assignment nila, ginagawa nila.
I always believe, I've been basketball for a long time. Basta't maganda laro ng yung 5 or 6 key players mo, talagang susunod. But these are players, the rookies are also extraordinary. Nako.
Overpassing from the Beerman.
And you know, Ganielas doesn't finish well that way. And alam ni Junmar, mali niya yan.
Oo nga, nagsorry siya agad.
Because if he threw it up, Ganielas would have a good chance at offensive rebound if he missed.
So now Globalport looking to take the lead back. 7 minutes and 20 remaining. Stanley leaves it for Sean Anthony. Wants to get Sean going. Spin move, rolls out. Tapikan ng bola. Junmar finally kumuha. Ganuelas up ahead to Ross. Arwin asking for the lob. It never came. Ross picked up his dribble. Finally, they find Arwin. He'll drive.
Short again.
Oh, nawala na naman ang layup. Tapikan ng bola sa rebound. Look at Huico fighting against Arwin Santos.
5-on-3 situation para sa Globalport.
Stanley once again! Nakahanap na naman ng konting buwang. Diretso sa hoop.
Stanley already has 19 points in the ball game. And it's a 2-point lead here for the bottom tier team.
And he hasn't been settling for jumpers, ha, Doc? Dumidiskarte ito si Stanley Pringle. Soft touch na naman. Ni Junmar Fajardo able to get that bounce, the lucky bounce. Stanley kicks it out to Huico. Huico, Dumiskarte. Push shot in the lane. It's short. Rebound taken by Gabaini. Supalpal ni Junmar pataas pero meron ng tulak sa baba. And somebody's gonna get called for a foul. Marshall Lassiter. So Gabaini at the line para sa dalawang free throws. Let's watch this move from Stanley Pringle. Hesitation. Getting to the lane. Layup. Smart move ng half yan. Hatid sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before.
Stanley would be a very good dancer.
No. Footwork eh. May footwork talaga eh.
Siguro sa swing ang galing nito.
But he's back on the bench right now. Needs a little rest.
He's tired.
Si Nico ay pinasok na. Nico Elorde. Nico Elorde was also he also played for Ateneo.
Yeah, he did. Part of the championships also.
So si Pesomal naging kakampi niya yan. Wala pa naman banggaan yung dalawa sa larong ito. Kasi last game, may banggaan yung nagbabanggaan yung mga tenista eh.
Ito, pambihira yun dahil magkasama pa yun sa sa juniors si Pesomal at saka si Kiefer.
So timeout was called sa pagtawid ni Matt Ganuelas. Rosser lamang ang Globalport ng dalawa, 55-53.
And then 2.
Globalport has been able to stay ahead of San Miguel Beer in this ball game so far. Ito na kasi, ang ganda ng laro ni Stanley Pringle, 19 points na ang kanyang nagagawa.
Well, today, so far, hindi pa masyadong nagpapakita ng scoring si Sean Anthony. But Pringle has taken over, no? And Nabok also has played very well offensively. Kaso 4 fouls kaagad dito sa start of the 4th quarter.
There's Stan, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Below his averages kasi 25 and 9 ang kanyang averages dyan eh. So, below par pa ang laro niya ngayon.
We got a lot of ball game left.
Pass off to Junmar. Gabay ni nakabantay sa kanya. Huico. Medyo dumodouble ng konti. Balik. Turn around. One hand shot. Junmar Fajardo manufacturing that. They were very patient on that play.
Dahan-dahan. He goes back and he seals and the ball is thrown back to him at a closer position to the basket.
He's got 17. Ginto, nag-aantay ng papasahan. Huico ang tumanggap. Inside to Sean Anthony. May nakahawak sa kanya. It's Matt Ganuelas. Rosser na matatawagan ang kanyang pangalawa.
And also the second team foul now called against the Beermen. Yung Globalport is already in the penalty here.
Right. Oo nga, no? So, if you're San Miguel, you want to get a little bit more aggressive. Get some free throws. Huico open. Jumper is good. Mike Huico.
That's complete breakdown in defense. Walang dumipensa sa inbounder. Kaya ay nakita mo si Orwella, papalitan na siguro si Chris Ross. Medyo pagod na rin si Chris.
Balik kay Junmar. Wants to take on the rookie once again. Kicks it out to Arwin. Top of the key. 3 on the way. Finds the mark. Arwin Santos. He's now in double digits. 12 puntos na para sa kanya.
Yung tandem na yan, talagang dynamite.
Matindi. Nico wants it back. And he gets it.
Oh, one thing about Nico, he's not afraid to shoot. He doesn't make a lot of that. But when he's open, he's not going to hesitate to shoot.
Kinakwento nga ni, kwento ko kanina, one of the guys from Globalport, they're saying, you know, if you're open, I think that's the attitude of most coaches nowadays. Kung bukas ka, tira mo na kasi sayang eh.
And that's the reason why you set up a play. Malakas.
And ni Lorde picks it up. Sean Andre was ahead of the pack. Nakuha na niya ngayon against Marshall Laffiter. All the way in, off target, gets it back, misses the lane. Bradwin one more time. They can't get it, and someone hits the deck. Bradwin Quinto, so many of them possible flagrant ng ating mga referees at i-review nila yan. They're gonna check that one out. Referee Jerry Borja is studying the situation. Arwin's raising his hand, acknowledging. Try natin. Ako, F1. So, 5 minutes upo yan. Yun na, boom! Sapol sa buka. Si Bradwin. Buti lang, atibay na tao rin to si Bradwin Ginto. He shook it off. Parang wala nangyari. Actually, he fell kasi binangga siya ni Marshall after that contact. But dahil may flagrant 1 na si David Semerad kanina, 3 minutes umupo. 5 minutes naman ngayon.
Yep.
Si Arwin. So, makakabalik siya. Fourth quarter.
Malaking bagay. Continue to lose men, you know.
And he just hit a 3 a while ago. Kaka-12 puntos lang niya. Ngayon, rest muna siya.
Hindi, tsaka yan ang talagang sparring partner ni Junmar sa loob ng court.
So si Billy Mama pinasok ni Coach Leo Austria. Now Brian Aruela will come in as well. So let's see if this lineup ng San Miguel Beer with some of the bench players can keep up. Jonathan Gray binalik. Upo muna si Sean Anthony for Globalport. Press 14 for them. Up by 3. Gray, di discarte. Leaves it for Ginto. That's a 3 if it goes. Can't get it in, and Matt Ganuelas, he's been helping out on the rebounding department for San Miguel Beer. Somebody reached in. It's going to be a foul on Globalport.
Penalty na yan. Loose ball foul yan, pero penalty yan. So that will mean free throw shots.
So let's see, because si Matt Ganuela Frofer, kanina, yung unang trip niya sa linya, way off yung dalawang attempts niya. But he has 11 rebounds in the game, so he's been helping them. Pasok yung una.
Halos tulungan na niya yung bola eh. Muntik na siya na stepping doon.
Exactly. May foot fault ba yun? Nauna na yung tapak niya eh.
Yeah, the Australian Open is on right now.
Nanalo yung nanalo yung the best kanina eh. Federer is in the semis.
And he'll go up against the Korean.
That's right.
Shi Chung, who's really been playing superb.
Mike Huico gets rejected. San Miguel defense on point dun sa sequence na yun. Under 4 minutes na nang nalalabi sa ating third period. Billy Mama, who used to play for Globalport. Setting a screen for Eruela. Hindi ginamit ni Brian. Brian dropped it to Junmar. Well, they've been doing that for a long time. Yung dalawang yan. Nagkaabuyan, nagkatinginan.
Ayan,
Yakapan pa.
But that's what you also like with this guy, Brian. He's not afraid to shoot because he has a decent jump shot. Pero magaling rin penetrate. And then the dish off. Very quick.
A nice aggressive move para kay Junmar to slam it home. Kasi nga, ganda ng setup sa kanya eh. So, dinakdak na lang. At napasok pa yung free throw para ibigay ang lamang sa kanyang koponan. 62-61, 20 puntos na for number 15. So Globalport getting into some trouble. Julian Sargent, ang pulit ni Brian Eruela. Finally, he extricates Nico Elorde. Sidestep, jumper. It's short. Rebound taken by Gapaini. Offensive rebound. Somebody forgot to box him out.
And naunahan niya sa position doon. Very clear si Junmar Fajardo.
Lead back with Globalport. It's switch sides several times in this game. Fajardo kicks it out to Marshall. He's been quiet. And he gets it to go. Marshall after his first points since the first
quarter. So 12 na siya ngayon in the ball game. And like we promise you, it's a hot ball game. Mainit, hindi katulad na nangyari kanina. No? Yung first game.
Medyo malamig ang shooting ng Kia kanina. Only held down to 76 points compared to the 105 na ginawa ng Meralco Bolts to get that victory. Bradwin Quinto stuck with it. He stuck with it and finally naka-hook shot. What a bruiser Bradwin Quinto is. Hey, Yancey's coming into the game, the next dead ball. Pero in the meantime, operate muna si Junmar. Short J mula sa kanya. What a touch. Ang ganda talaga ng touch si Junmar Fajardo from that range. It's almost a sure thing.
Kaya naging mahirap bantayan eh. Kasi kung wala kang tira sa labas, abangan mo na abangan sa loob. Double-double. Eh kaso pati sa labas marunong tumira. Ito rin si Gubayni. Ay, umalis kagad si Junmar. Pero nandun naman yung partner niya to save the day.
At nakita niya ahead of the pack si Junmar, but he gave it instead to Marshall. Contact was there. They're not gonna call that anymore nowadays.
Huwag
So
ka maghahanap ng foul na gano'n dahil pabiti ng tira mo.
Gray left it for Ginto. Nilabas muna sa paint. And Gray needs to get out as well. But it's 3 seconds. Now Gabayni, strong to the hoop. There's the block from Billy Mama. Pero, you know, these big boys ng Globalport, Dr. J, talagang hindi nararatel.
He's going to have to learn it through the professional way dahil he came into the pro ranks with very little amateur experience talaga. But he has a lot of talent and he has lost weight.
Lead back with Globalport. Gusto bawiin na naman ng Beerman. Junmar, turn around. Pakabila naman. Pabandang tira. Thing of beauty at the post.
That's why he's a 4-time MVP.
4 lang naman. 24 puntos ang kahana para kay Junmar.
Tama yung magiging agresibo dito si Woodwell. Dahil wala sila sa penalty. Eh baka makasundot ka, makakuha mo yung agaw eh.
Grabe aksyon natin dito sa third period. Nagbabalikan ng dalawang koponan. Changing of leads. Left and right. 1:13 to go. We'll take a break.
Very bloody match. Literally, figuratively. The NLEX Road Warriors slide 3 straight slides after a 2-0 start.
Rain or shine, they had their chances. And in the end, with no rhythm, it's hard to make those shots.
Barangay Nebra drops to 2-2.
But also credit to Coach Tim Con because given his limited resources, ang ganda rin ang pinakita nila eh. Nagkulang lang sa bandang huli.
Yes, indeed. And they continue to not be able to beat the Magnolia franchise here in the PBA, dating back to last year.
Tuloy aksyon sa Biyernes dito rin sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. NLEX kontra Rain or Shine. Looking to bounce back, those two teams. Then Barangay Ginebra and Phoenix as well. So teams that have lost all their last games. So
somebody has to win.
Yun na nga. So bakbakan yan, di ba? Para makabalik sa win column. Starting out of that timeout, Jonathan Gray, and you know, ang galing niya eh, no? Offhand niya yung kanan eh, pero he uses it well.
And he really likes a lot of movement, no? And especially the open court.
Pesumal crossing over Gray in the lane, kicks it out to Eruela. Nice save from Eruela, takes the 3 and makes it. Ang ganda naman ng balance para kay Brian Eruela, controlling the leather, tapos napasok pa niya yung 3.
That was already a bad pass by Pesumal. That reminds me of a Johnny Abarientos thing, you know, catching a pass like that na wayward, tapos titirahan ka 3, pasok. Ito, open rin.
Anthony gets it back, sabay turo kay Jonathan Gray. Thanks for the screen, sabi niya.
3-point shot rin yung balik na naman sa isang lamang. San Miguel's unbeaten record is really imperiled tonight.
Marshall, shot it! Umuulan dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta. Palitan ng 3 itong dalawang koponan as we are about to end the third period.
Now may foul to give dito ang San Miguel and they can use that. At tinatanong ni sinisenyas rin ni Arwin, there's the foul. That's the last they can give.
Time down to 5.6 na lamang. Dalawa lamang ng Beermen. Rosser binalik. Labas muna si Billy Mama.
Kailangan mo dito yung player na pwedeng i-switch at mabilis ang paa. Just to prevent a clear shot. They cannot foul anymore.
Gray. Pinahihirapan ni Von Pesumal. A second to go. Gray puts it up. Umabot naman. Umabot naman pero bitin nga lang ng konti. So San Miguel grabs the lead at the end of 3. 74-72. It should be an interesting fourth period when we come back.
Let's hit the sun on the inside.
Yung mga bata ng Batang Pierre, yung mga rookies na kanina pa natin binabanggit, pinapasok sila ni Coach Pido and they played well against the Blackwater Elite.
Yeah, especially Wico. Maganda pa ang depensa niya. Napanood ko yun. Very tough. Flores had 4.6 rebounds. And Sargent had, Sargent can score. And he's also a very tough defender.
But he had 7 rebounds. Si Gabaini had 9 rebounds kontra sa Blackwater. Fourth quarter na po. Atid po sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Lamang ng dalawa ang SMB, but the ball is with Stan and the Batang Pierre. Pringle, jumper. Short, rebound play. Going the other way, says referee, killing a left touch ito, Sean Anthony.
Well, Arwin has about a minute more before he can come back in the ball game. Remember, he has a 5-minute suspension on flagrant foul 1. Pero ang laki ng contribution nito si Brian Oruela dito sa absence ni Alex Cabagnot. If you're just joining us.
Yep, no Cabagnot, but Oruela has played well in his stead. And there's the lob. Yancy, pero mahirap naman, oh.
That's not June Marpato, that's Yancy.
Malaki si Yancy, pero hindi na siya aangat para kunin yun.
It's not...
Well, they're lucky they kept possession. And Marshall Laffiter.
14 points in the ball game now. 17.
17 na. 3 a while ago. So, he's heating up. He's got 7 points here in the second half. Had 10 in the first period.
Thank you, Roy.
Stanley, 4 ang lamang ng San Miguel. Biggest lead of the game ng San Miguel ito. Nico Elorde. Ang tres niya, bitin. Sa rebound, Bradwin kumuha. Pringle, bukas na bukas mula ka tres.
Short.
Hindi niya mapasok. Yancy de Ocampo. The easy rebound, but andun! Si Stanley Pringle forcing the held ball. They're gonna jump it up.
That's the advantage of the youth. Although actually, pare, kanina nagtatanong ka, this guy might be the second senior citizen on the team. Kasi I remember nakalaban namin niya nasa Cookin eh. Yung nasa Rayners niya. That was 2012, 11. Before that.
After Aranya, no?
Yeah, that's why kalaban ni Aranya yun.
Oh, right, that time.
Parati nagbabakbakan sa loob ng court yun.
Yun yung mga physical.
Ngayon magkakampi muna sila.
San Miguel looking to increase the lead. 4 ngayon. 10 minutes and 38 remaining. Ruela to the hoop, but then a whistle had been blown already by referee Tangkyon. So side court inbound. For the Beerman, Sean Anthony is called for his second personal. He's been able to preserve yung kanyang mga fouls. Peso man mag-inbound. Fresh 14 for the Beerman.
Aranya guarding, and that's a flop. That's traveling.
Travel. No, they're going to call a...
There was a foul first before the travel, because if not, he traveled.
Who are they going to call it on? Is it Ryan Aranya is called for the blocking foul. Pido, napailing na lang. Marshall, one fake, wanted to draw the foul, nothing came. Dropped it over to Yancy.
Nako.
Oh, ano na nangyari?
Kung si Nabong yun, delikado yun.
Di mukhang Aranya na naman. Ryan Aranya na naman. Pangatlo ni Ryan Aranya.
And that's bad. Dahil 3 team fouls ka kagad.
Exactly. Not even a minute and 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth period. Marshall off one leg once again and off, way off. Para kay Marshall Laffiter. Balik ang bola sa panig ng Globalport looking to close the gap. Gray. Goes to Nabong. Tagal nakaupo ni Kenny Nabong dahil sa
foul trouble. Ooh.
On the move. Nawala kay Pringle. Tumama sa kanyang paa. And that's a turnover for Globalport.
And Arwin Santos is out of the box.
Oh, out of the penalty box.
And he's back, giving Marshall. Lumamig yata ang laro nito si Pringle. I remember he was hot as anything, no? Pero napaupo eh. And a very early timeout being requested here by Coach Leo Austin.
Well, we were talking about San Miguel Beer, still unscathed in this conference, pero Globalport, pumapalag talaga rito, only down by 4. Dito sa fourth period, tingnan natin yung mga numero up to this point.
Oh, look at the percentage of San Miguel. Talagang mataas yan. But apat lang ang lamang nila, 52% to 37. Pero second chance points for Globalport, plus 11. Malaking bagay yun.
Saka bench points din, maraming umi-score para sa Globalport.
Well, that's almost always the case for San Miguel against any team. They're really limited their scoring to the 5 players. No? And right now, one of them is not around pa.
Pero si Yancy gusto makisali. Here's 2 bench points for my team and gives them a 6-point lead. YDO.
And what a good timeout by Leo. He felt that medyo nagwa-wild yung team niya. Lamang ako ng 4 but you're throwing up not good shots. Let's get something going for ourselves.
Reliable veteran Yancy De Ocampo. Nakaupo si Junmar Fajardo.
There's going to be a loose ball foul on Banielas ba yun?
Stanley Pringle's upset about something.
Well, talagang dinidikitan at halos hawakan siya minsan ni Horuela. Dahil maganda matchup, no? Mas matangkad lang konti si Stanley. Pero ang katawan pareho lang.
Kick out to Stan. Stan's in the lane. Finds Ryan Aranya. Tres ito kung pumasok. At yun na nga nangyari. Big 3 from Ryan Aranya. They were having difficulty scoring before that.
And a good assist pass by his teammate. Drive and go. Balik dito sa poste. Atakein si Nabong. Good half fronting ni Nabong. Babalik ulit dyan.
But it's down to just 7 seconds. Anong gagawin ni Yancy? Yancy turns. And he hits another one. Back-to-back hoops para sa veterano.
Turn around. Favorite shot. It's a good matchup. Oh, baby.
That was poetry in motion.
Parang si Terence rin yun eh. Much bigger version.
Breaking angles ito si Stanley Pringle. Balik sa 3 lamang. Yung lamang ng San Miguel, 8 minutes and 27 ang natitira. Na kay Arwin, balik kay Brian.
Nag-switch na dito, no? We have Bradley Ginto kasi hindi siya in foul trouble. Ayun, nasundan niya kaagad.
Nasundutan na kay Pringle. Pringle go hard with the left. Nakuha niya.
Galit pa si Pringle dun, no?
Oo nga eh.
Ang parang ang tingin niya, nabangga siya ng mga malakas ni Horuela. And we see Junmar about to be sent back to the scorer's table.
Well, yun yung advantage talaga nila. Yan ang ace, yan ang alas nila dyan eh.
And that's not a good foul. That, first of all, gives them 14 fouls. It allows Junmar to come in earlier together with Lassiter.
Here's the drive a while ago from Stanley using the left, brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified po ito. So sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
Thank you. From that camera angle, talagang walang foul yun. You just let it go. And he made a good layup.
23.6 boards for Stanley Pringle on 50% shooting from the field. Mintis si Marshall after Kenny Nabbs comes down with that rebound. Up ahead to Ryan Aranya. Home run! For Aranya, what a baseball pitch! Or a
from Nabong.
Great forward pass.
Lamang na naman ng isa dito ang Globalport.
Just a while ago, 6 ang kanilang hinahabol. Ngayon, sila na lamang. Junmar naman, nakapapasok lang. Masyado malakas ang tira. Stan Pringle. Sean Anthony 3. Masyado malakas. May parating kasi na defender. He forced it up. Now Marshall hesitates. Loses it. At may banggaan ha. Solid yun.
Yung ulo sa ulo.
Ulo sa ulo eh.
Pero that's talagang not part of the contact here.
Well, you know, tibay din talaga ito si Sean Anthony kasi that looked really, mula sa angulo natin, solid yung tama. Para na headbutt siya eh. Panoorin natin.
Here's the foul first.
Yun na. Tapos,
ayun, both of them
yun,
going to pick up the ball.
You know, and he felt it, but he got right back up. Sean Anthony.
5 na team foul dito ng Globalport.
Eruela now makes his move. Goes baseline.
Nice
Leaves it for
pass.
Matt. Andun ang challenge from Kelly Nabong. Who's gonna get it? Kelly Nabong picks it up. Idadala pa niya yung bola. Pero behind the back sana na agawan tuloy. 3-on-1. Nothing there. Junmar underneath. Ball is alive. And it's gonna be a jump ball. Wala na nga eh, di ba? Yung normally, nag-iingay yung crowd, hindi natin narinig yung pito. Wala naman pala talagang pito doon sa play na yun, Doc.
Until this, when they really held on to the ball.
Junmar was expecting a whistle sa kanyang pag-reverse. Great effort from Kelly Nabong, just over-dribbled. So it's Eruela and Aranya to jump it up. And Eruela wins again. Di ba kanina nag-jump ball, siya rin ang nakatapik. And Pringle nawala sa kanya all by his loans of unforced error on the part of Stanley Pringle.
Gusto niya mamadali eh.
Ayun, nagmadali San Miguel. Oh, that's a miss from Marshall. Matindi mga nangyayari dito. Very uncharacteristic. Sean Anthony. Yun yung kumpiyansa ni Stanley. Nakita niya, andun yung dalawa, Ginto and Anthony. Possible rebound. And indeed, that's what happened.
Yeah, hindi na nakababa si Arwin halos at hindi nakababa talaga si Junmar.
3-point lead, Globalport. 6:21 remaining. Eruela di diskarte. Iniwan
Nice
for
pass.
Matt. He did that earlier for Junmar Fajardo. Ayun si Matt naman.
Well, yung depensa talagang iiwanan sa weak side itong si Cañelas. Yeah, he has to make shots because he's going to be the recipient of some drop passes. That's
And he
a nice
steals it
steal.
away. Dumipensa naman at may foul si Sean
Penalty yan.
Anthony.
Penalty yan.
Oh, pisikalan sila naman. Manuela Prosser, Sean Anthony.
Penalty.
So, susubukin naman ang free throw shooting skills ni Matt Ganuelas. He missed his first two badly, made the next two. So he's 3 out of 4 rather. He made 1 out of 2 rather in his second trip. Carla, anong balita?
Sabi ni Sean Anthony that his goal whenever he's on the floor is to show 100% confidence para ma-impluensyahan rin niya yung kanyang younger teammates. But he said that he actually draws that confidence from Stanley Pringle. They always put up shots together though before practice, and he actually went as far to call Stanley the most gifted athlete in the league. So sabi niya, we just really have to rally behind Stanley's guidance and really look up to him as a leader because they believe that he can lead them to a lot of victories. Back to you guys.
Well, you know, we believe that as well. No? Pag on yung laro ni Stanley Pringle, may malaking chance talaga ng Globalport. But right now, it's all tied up. 5:47 na natitira. Stanley nawala sa kanyang bola. Eruela up ahead to Arwin. Can he finish? Yes, he misses another layup. Pangatlo na yan. And there's a foul for Brian Eruela in transition. Third layup missed on the break by Arwin Santos.
Nailang rin kay Nabog. Saka medyo yinoyo pa niya dito.
Well, Nabong wasn't gonna challenge upstairs kasi nga apat na ang kanyang foul.
He was not going to give up his 5th foul right there.
8 deadlocks rather sa ating laro. And several lead changes. We were talking about it earlier. 5:37 remaining. 4th and final period. Globalport calls a ceasefire. Well, we talked about the two bigs, Arwin at Junmar Fajardo. Napag-usapan natin kanina, Dr. J. In the production, andun pa rin eh. Yung dalawa pa rin talaga. Working well together. There's a dunk early in the ball game, but Arwin Santos has made some key baskets as well. Well, not nearly as much production, Doc, as last ball game for Arwin kasi nga he had to sit out as well for the flagrant foul. But he's got 12. Junmar 24.
Saka mas maraming bigs dito on the part of the Globalport. You got this guy, Taha, Nabong,
Ginto.
Gabayni, Bradley Ginto.
Step back.
And he makes it.
Pasok na naman.
Buena
Kelly
spot.
Nabong, grabe kumpiyansa sa opensa. He's showing everything here. 15 points for the big boys. 2-point lead Globalport. San Miguel in a tight game. Eruela, nakahanap naman ng espasyo. He's been distributing the ball. Nagulat tuloy nung siya'y sumaksak, hindi na nasabayan.
He's a tough player, you know, and he's proving his work here as a backup here for the point guard situation of San Miguel.
Balls on the floor, so are the two guys, Eruela and Stanley.
Talaga rin ang hustle na pinakapakita sa depensa. Two sides of the court maglaro ito si Eruela.
He's a tough little guy, no?
Yeah, he is. I loved him when I saw him in Blackwater. And I thought that he was going to be their future, no, at that PG position. Something to build on. No? But, you know, they had other directions. And actually, they've made some right decisions from last year up to this year. Papahingayin muna si Stanley Pringle with about under 5 minutes to go.
Pero sandaling-sandali lang siguro yung pahinga na yan. They'll need him down the stretch. Anthony makes his move. Passes to Bradwin. And doon si Junmar. He gets the rebound. And now San Miguel looking to take the lead once again. 4:42 remaining. Fourth period na po tayo. Arwin to Junmar. Three guys converging to defend him. Doesn't make a difference.
Once he's able to make that turn and put that ball on top of his shoulder, mahirap nang mahinto yun.
Yung mga moves na ginagawa niya, Doc, hindi mo pwede sabihin, ay dahil lang malaki siya. Hindi talaga eh. Di ba? Kasi may ganun eh. Nakaka-shoot dahil malaki, pero si Junmar, dumidiskarte, soft touch. Lead is back with his team. Sean wants to tie it up, no go. Nabong saves it, throws it to the wrong guy. Ross leaves it for Arwin. Can he finish this time? Still cannot, but Junmar there to pick it up, and Bradwin had to foul. Pinulot ni Junmar si Ryan Aranya.
Ayaw pumasok yung yo-yo shot ni Arwin.
Hindi talaga, 4 na beses na yan. Two shots para kay Junmar Fajardo. He's got 26 already. Eight rebounds, 3 assists as well. Swak ang unang free throw niya. Ito yung kanina eh, naagawan itong si Nabong as he went behind his back. That's a steal brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida.
Well, sasabihin mo yan, pag sentro ka, you don't dribble against small guys, you're gonna lose the ball because their gravity is lower and the ball is in that area. No? Tapos behind the back dribble ka pa, eh, medyo may problema yan.
Grabe yung depensa na ginagawa ni Brian Eruela. He's really giving the ball carriers of Globalport one heck of a time bringing up that ball, and Gray pleading his case. Wala pa tayo sa last 2 minutes, di pwede i-review. So forcing a turnover, San Miguel. They're up by 4. Gusto nilang dagdagan yan. Globalport looking to make a stop and get a basket on the other end. Eruela surveying the situation. Down to 12 ang shot clock. Dumiskarte. Inangat, pasok! At meron pang foul na nakuha. Brian Eruela.
Hindi mo nababasa kung anong gagawin niya. Karamihan ng gawa niya talagang pumipenetrate. Tapos maraming dish off. Ito talagang isinugod na niya sa basket.
Saka 3 beses siya binangga bago siya nakashoot.
But he has the body. Eh. You know, he can absorb contact and finish.
But look at the reaction ng bench ng San Miguel Beer. Really giving it up para rito sa reserve guard.
That's a big lift. He's the guy in double figures where it should have been Cabagnot. And Ross is not even in that area. No?
Ross only with 6 points in this game. But Eruela with 13 total. Baker does it for him. And the lead is up to 7. And medyo nagda-danger zone itong Globalport kasi 3:35 na lang ang natitira. And the lead is getting bigger. They need some scores. And that's short. Bagsak na naman yung dalawa.
Malas pa ng Global because Arwin lost the ball. But the ball landed on the back of Elorde when he was outside.
Ito naman yung pisikalan ng Brian Eruela and Nico Elorde. Elorde not backing down. He'll try to hound Eruela in the backcourt. But Eruela is ready. Goes around Elorde. Kicks it out to Junmar. Fakes the 3. Faked everybody. Para ng lahat, titira na eh.
Lahat tumawa eh.
Parang loko lang. Si Junmar talaga. So sabi ni Arwin, ako naman ang titira. And this is crazy because all of a sudden, Doc, it's a 10-point lead for San Miguel, just like that.
And believe me, they are a team that can really come back from big deficits.
And this game is so reminiscent of that NLEX game. Kasi dikit na dikit at a certain point. Oh, timeout Globalport. They're facing a 10-point deficit. 3:06 na lang ang natitira. Arwin Santos sending it home.
Okay.
Pag pinag-uusapan kasi natin ang firepower dito sa PBA, Doc, you think about San Miguel Beer, 3-time champion in a row dito sa Philippine Cup, and really pouring it on. But without Alex Cabagnot, this is the man who has stepped up.
Yeah, they struggled in the beginning because they didn't get scoring from that 1 and 2 position. So all of a sudden, nung pasok ni Oruela, you know, he gave them a lot of assists and a lot of scoring. Plus the hustle. Yung kanyang depensa kay Stanley Pringle, hindi biro yun. Then, obviously, dito malaki advantage niya kay Ilorde dahil malaking katawan niya. And 6 steals. Diba? Yung mga 4 assists yun, puro, meron pa nga nagmintis dun eh, pero it could have been more. But, you know, he's driving hard to the basket and giving you layups.
Well, nabanggit mo earlier, Doc, na nanganganib na yung winning streak nitong San Miguel Beermen, but they've turned it on at the right time, and it's a 10-point lead. They miss coming out of that timeout. Itong San Miguel, hindi nagmamadali umiscore. They want to waste away some time, milk it a bit. Peruela. Miss, but his buddy is there.
Meron siyang bailout eh. But this is in preparation for their next game against Ginebra San Miguel on Sunday. But this team, Global, will also play on Sunday. They play against the Meralco Bulls. So, malapit na rin kaagad yung laro nila. Nakuha na niya yung range medyo ng kanyang free throw. Iba na ang bitaw eh.
Gusto tromenta. Ito yung kanina. Rebound mula kay Sean Anthony for that basket. That was a while ago. And at that point in time, lamang pa Globalport eh. Pero kanina pa yon. And now Junmar has hit it. 30 points for number 15. And the layup doesn't work para kay Ryan Aranya. And Globalport's falling apart right here.
I don't know. This is the team. You better be leading somewhere in the fourth quarter because if not, they can come back on you easy. You know. You have to really play them toe-to-toe. You have to be patient in the fourth quarter.
And there's Arwin naman, easy shovel pass. Pupunta kay Junmar Fajardo para sa dalawa. 32 na ang kanyang na-score dito. 14-point lead, and just like that, as we said, you know, this final score will not reflect how tough the game has been, although there's still about 2 minutes to go. But San Miguel looking good, and Globalport has pumped it up one more time. Last 2 minutes na po tayo. We're in the twilight zone here at the Big Dome. San Miguel looking to keep its streak alive. Its record unscathed.
Yeah, about 2-3 minutes na hindi umi-score ang Global dito. Here we go again.
This is the biggest lead of the game. Re-review nila yung play na yon. Because that's what they do in the last 2 minutes.
But that shows what the PBA basketball is. It's a 48-minute game. You do not play 36 minutes, 38 minutes, 40 minutes, or 42 minutes. You have to play 48 minutes to win a basketball game.
Coach Leo, tumawag ng timeout pa dito. 1 minute and 45 na natitira. You see Coach Pido Harenzo. And there will be growing pains, you know. But Pido Harenzo is back as the head coach. And well, here's that play a while ago. Sino ba huli nakatapik? And it looks clearly it's Kelly Nabong who swatted that one out. So it'll be San Miguel Balls resumption of action. And Coach Leo really has it all going for him when his players step it up. They know what to do. Itong mga San Miguel Beermen, just constant winning and dominating the Philippine Cup. Yung confidence level na rito, especially in this conference, Doc, is really sky high.
Yeah, of course, in the import, you have to have the right import. These are the upcoming games. Barangay Nebra, Sunday, Araneta. Magnolia, Inares Center, next Sunday. Tapos, next Friday, Blackwater at Cuneta Astrodome. Magnolia, Ginebra Magnolia. Of course, Ginebra, we'll see if Greg can come back.
Panoorin natin to. Yun yung rebound kay ni Gabayni. That's a high sa Tibay rebound. That's brought to us by Eagle Cement. High sa Tibay. And well, we were talking about a drought sa opensa ng Globalport, Doc. We have just been informed that the last field goal of Globalport was at the 5:26 mark. That was a shot by Nabong, yung step back niya na on one leg, no? And after that, for almost 4 minutes, they have not scored a point.
Yeah, you know, Stanley Pringle was on fire before he was taken out for a rest. And when he came back, a turnover here, a miss here.
And now they've brought him out again.
Wala na. Well, they gave up already on this
white
game.
flag na yan. White flag na yan. Wala tayong magagawa. Ikaw ang Globalport eh. Parang hindi nga alam ni Junmar anong gagawin niya. Isa na lang niya papuntang basket. Pumasok pa rin. 34 points for the big boy.
101 ang score ng San Miguel bigla.
No. Marcio and Huico going at it. And sumenyas nga yung mga referees. And Huico explaining, ako nga yung unang tinamaan. Which is actually true. Inadvertently, he got hit by an elbow. If I'm not mistaken, mula kay Laffiter, he hit back. And Laffiter hit back as well. We're gonna see it. Ito yung play. And that was the elbow from Huico. Boom. And boom, there you go. And the referee saw that last one. And they're gonna review it. Or they're reviewing it right now. So the rookie not backing down against Marshall Laffiter, but so si Marshall natawagan ng F1. And a technical on Mike Huico. So F1 on Marshall. So Marshall can't play anymore in this game.
Yeah.
You can't call, that doesn't carry over to the next game. Hindi siya pwede maglaro sa first 2 minutes ng next game, no?
Unless he's suspended. He's not going to be suspended for that. He's going to be fined for that.
So si Marcio, hindi na matatapos ang laro nito on the floor. It will be Matt Canuelas in his place. Huico was called for a T, however. So there's going to be a free throw taken by the San Miguel Beermen to try to add on to this 16-point lead. 85 yung score na yan. It was 85 all. So it's been a 16-0 run from San Miguel.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Kanina pa yun. Yung nga sinasabi mo yung tira ni Nabong, bago yata yung mga tira ni Aranya. So una yan sa San Miguel kasi yung technical foul dun sa kabila plus possession pa dun eh. It will continue to stay.
Free throws for Michael Huico.
Plus possession to
possession,
go. Kaya nga yan ang magiging huli.
Swishes the first one, Mike Huico. Taga-Baste ito eh. Second one is short. And finally, naka-score na Globalport at umurong na sila sa 85. They were stuck at 85 for a full 4 minutes here in the fourth period. That was the guy who made the last field goal para sa Globalport. Una rin siya ni Coach Pido, and it's low fives the Globalport bench because they're gonna go down in defeat after 2 victories.
Yeah, but he had a great game.
Ryan Aranya, the reverse, cuts it down to 13. Final score na lang inaabangan natin dito. San Miguel Beer will go to 5-0 all alone. All by its lonesome, but it doesn't care. At the top of the standings. Gusto nga niya mag-isa siya ron. Eruela. Dinagdagan pa ang kanyang point total. Quick first step. Don't be deceived by the stocky build dito si Brian Eruela. He's quick.
And he's very strong when he gets to the basket.
And Cebuanos have contributed 49 points already para sa San Miguel Beer. That's Junmar and Brian, the webmasters from Cebu. Alley-oop! Muntik pa magtamaan yung dalawa sa ilalim. And the highlight play, di na nadakdak ni Arwin Dion. Jonathan Gray going under the defense, gets a layup. And all of a sudden, they're hitting baskets in a row, but it's too late for Globalport. And as Dr. J was saying, 48 minutes nga ito. They played well for maybe about 38.
Yeah.
About 38, 39 minutes. And then all of a sudden, these guys turned it on. Eruela. It's the Brian Eruela show here in the fourth period. He's got 17. Pero yung partner niya, dinoble yung 34. Ito si Junmar. Tapos si Arwin, nasa kabila. Dadak sana, natapak na sana sa backboard ito si Arwin, pero hindi nabigay ni Junmar. And they're gonna try to close the gap just in case, get some points. There's a second three of Sean Anthony. Sean has 15 in the game. With only 2.3 remaining, San Miguel will go on to victory with 107 points compared to the 93 of Globalport. What a fourth period. 33 points scored for San Miguel compared to only 21 para sa Globalport, and they go on to win by 14 here in this game. And yun na nga, it just took a couple of sequences, Doc, and San Miguel just said, amin na to.
Yeah, they step on the grass at the right time. And they've been doing that so far in this conference.
107-93, San Miguel Beer. 5-0 no ang kanilang record dito sa Philippine Cup. And in a while, we'll talk to the best player of the game at courtside kasama ni Carla Lizardo. But what a wind-up for San Miguel. They really took charge. 2-point lead sa pag-umpisa ng fourth, naging 14-point victory. Coach Leo Austria has to be satisfied sa performance ng kanyang koponan as he walks to the dugout. Let's turn it over to Carla. May mga kasama siya, hindi na pala isa. Dalawa yan, mga bay.
That's right. Kasama natin ang ating mga best players of this game, Brian Herwela and Junmar Fajardo. Junmar with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Brian naman with 17 points, 5 assists, and 6 steals. So Junmar, let's start with you. Today, hindi yung mga usual shots na pumapasok, hindi pumapasok. So nag-takeover mode ka in the second half. How does that feel na grabe yung depensa sa'yo, tas kailangan mong mag-deliver?
Unang-una, napapasalamat kami kay God na walang na-injury sa amin as well as sa kabilang team. Then, thankful lang ako sa mga teammates ko kasi nag-step up talaga sila lahat. Then, kami lahat nagtulong-tulong para makuha yung panalong to. Hindi ganun kadali talunin yung Globalport. Nakalama nga sila first, second, third. So, ayun. So, buti nakuha namin yung panalong to.
Sabi nga ni Coach Leo na ikaw talaga yung adjust ng adjust dahil nga grabe yung pisikalan pagdating sa'yo. Pero ngayon, confidence high mo yung performance mo ngayon. So, how does that feel?
Sanay naman ako sa physicality as long as hindi dirty, di ba? As long as not to the extent na sasaktan mo yung kalaban mo. So, okay lang physicality. So, ayun, thankful kami na nakuha namin yung panalo.
Akala ko sasabihin mo, sanay ka na ng taas ng scoring mo. Junmar, finally, meron ka bang gustong batiyan?
Una-una, condolence pala sa mga Bongo family. Nila Ate Elsa, I know, sakit kayo para sa tuwa na nahitabo kay Kuya Jun. So, ayun, kinahailan magpakaligon lang ta. So, nga naman ang kinabuhi. So, ayun, siyempre, ang pamilya na Cebu, sila Mama, Papa, Jay, tanang mga taga Cebu. So, si Maki, si Michael. So, thank you.
Thank you, Junmar. Great job tonight. Now let's move on to Brian. So tonight, you guys really needed someone to step up because, you know, Alex Sabagnot didn't play and you really, really delivered. This is your highest output in a San Miguel Beer uniform. So what was going through your mind tonight?
Yeah, it's a big thing for us. Like, we lost Alex to this game, and, you know, he's a huge part in our team. So, as a guy off the bench, we just, you know, the coaching staff and management told us that we just got to do our best and step up. And into this game, second group always ready, and thank God that we delivered.
And you provided a lot of hustle for the Beermen tonight. It's no joke to play defense against Stanley Pringle, but you did a great job.
Oh, yeah, he's a very great player. You know, I just did my best, like trying to contain him because, you know, it's hard to stop him. So, and good things, we made some plays and we get the win.
Amazing job tonight. Is there anyone that you would like to greet?
Oh, yes. First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity, the coaching staff, the management, and all my teammates for trusting me and each and every one of us, and my family back in Cebu, Lou, Lance, Brianna, Mama, Papa, my mom, my family, all in Cebu, Minglanilla, in the UC, UV, my friends here that always supported me and helped me out, Willie, Mike, Tony, and with Jeff. I can't mention all of them, but you know they've been a huge process and help for me. And thanks both Danny and everybody.
Thank you so much, Brian. Once again, congratulations. The San Miguel Beermen still undefeated. Now let's move on to our post-game press conference.
We want to give him a rest dahil we don't want to aggravate his situation right now. Gabby is he's continuing his rehabilitation and I hope na after 3 weeks he was able to sana makabalik na agad dahil the likes of Gabby in the all-Filipino is talagang kailangan din namin.
Coach Ginebra, excited ba kayo makakalaro?
Ginebra with or without Greg Slaughter, lagi kaming excited dito because of the crowd that is supporting them. And of course, you cannot discount that team even though without Greg Slaughter dahil every time we face each other, so it's always a war. Well, we don't want to preempt that expectation for him because we will prepare considering na Greg Slaughter is always there because there's a lot of surprises coming from there come especially Coach Tim Con. Alam naman natin siya great tactician, so he knows what to do. Especially last game sabi ng mga commentator naging genius nila dahil off the bench si Greg Slaughter pala may injury. So that means itinago at the start of the game pero I know na they will have some surprises against us dahil alam naman natin na to beat San Miguel is really a big deal for any team right now.
Hard-fought ball game between Globalport at San Miguel Beer. Mula sa umpisa, nagpapalitan ng kalamangan. In fact, Globalport with the early offense, and they took that lead noong first period, and they were playing very, very well, Dr. J.
Malaking bagay ang sinabong He's getting into foul trouble, really hurt their team. He was the top scorer in the first half, especially in that first quarter. He went to town, and they took that lead at 3 points. Continued to run. Ito naman ang ganda ng paso ni Arwin. Inantay talaga yung dating ni Junmar.
One of two Junmar Fajardo dunks sa laban na ito. But Stanley Pringle was also doing his magic. Yung mga kanyang klase drive, just penetrating sa depensa ng San Miguel Beer. Finishing at the rim. Foul counted yun. At half lamang pa ng 4 ang Globalport Batang Pier.
And here again with the drive, nice pass by Oruela and one by two.
Oruela, ganda talaga na pinakita off the bench. As you may have heard nung na-interview siya ni Carlo Lizardo, thanking management for the confidence they have in him. Pero pumapalag pa rin ang Globalport with that 3. They even led and then we're down by just 2 at the end of 3. Pero nung fourth period,
ito tabla at 85, bigla nang wala dito ang San Miguel.
Yun na, 16-0 na bago ng timeout. There was a timeout at 91-85 already. For 4.5 minutes, hindi nakascore. Tapos may mga pandiin pa na katulad niyan mula kay Arwin Santos, Doc.
You can see the camaraderie of the players there. They trust each other. They have confidence in their game. And at the end, they won by 14.
So solid performance from the San Miguel Beermen. Let's look at the statistics. Gumanda talaga, umangat ang shooting percentage ng Beermen in the second half.
Yeah, from 46% at halftime, we went to 53. So they shot 60% in the second half. They had also plus 10 in assists, plus 4 in blocks, plus 4 points in points of turnovers.
Tapos 6 steals alone ito si Brian Eruela. So sa kanya pa lang nakaagaw na ng 6 na beses. So top scorer in the game was Junmar, 34. Then 3 guys with 17, Lassiter Santos and Eruela. Si Pringle naman, 23. Of course, leading Globalport. And then you have Anthony Nabong and Aranya supporting him. But it was really, really a hard-fought game. But in the middle of the fourth period, San Miguel pulled away to remain unscathed, as we said, dito sa Philippine Cup so far. So that does it for us here. PBA Wednesday on ESPN5 for Dr. J and Carla. Ako naman si Charlie Cuna. The rest of the guys, Julius Jello, Maki Van, si Roy. Ako po, si Charlie. Thank you for watching the PBA here on ESPN 5.